Welcome back to Case Closed, Anime Review, episode 230. Yes, I know it's been 2 weeks since I did the last video of this one. I was planning on doing this a few days ago, but I was really trying to finish up watching Go Busters at that point, but here we go. We're reviewing 2 episodes of Case Closed once again. This time being episodes 1119 and 1120. Yes. These episodes are called The Four-Person Class Reunion and The Mystery of the Class. The Mystery of the Lost Treasure. This first one starts out with basically these 4 people, all of whom are 40. Well, you have a woman who is the former class president, and the other two and basic guy with her is, well, her fiance, and you the gang leader, and the other two, one was the council secretary, the other was the accountant, which I think is kind of odd that they would call a student council position the accountant. When they call him the treasurer, why the heck would they call him the accountant for? I thought that was kind of weird. Yeah, so, and the guys get upset the fact that this guy they've known for years is now engaged to the woman they love. Yes, both two guys are in love with the same woman. And it turns also she actually was confessed by these two, but she turned him down because she liked the gang leader. Don't know why though. They never go into that what she saw in this guy. And the fact for 23 years, the fact these three have known each other, these 4. So they have their 4-person class reunion. I never heard of a class reunion comprised of 4 people. What? The 4 people in this class? And then we jump ahead to 1 month later. Yes, 1 month later, where the guy who was the former gang leader, gets to be in the episode, he talks to Mori about somebody attacking him. And then, like a few days later, he's found dead in his pool. Now, has this happened before in Case Closed, where a dead body is found in a swimming pool? Very rarely this has happened. So, there's a bruise on his neck, and that bruise actually would lead to who the real killer is. There's also scratches on his belt, there's bite marks on him. Yes, so then that's when I reveal the whole thing about apparently that when they bring everybody there and the two guys the money in their safe was stolen. It was presumed was the gang leader, and it turns out later in the episode we find out that he did not steal it at all because he was on a date with the class president, or the student council president. And it turns out the two guys who liked the student council president, turns out they were the ones who stole it. Because they were dared to by the gang leader. Oh yeah, it turns out he had been blackmailing them. For 23 years, he's been blackmailing these two guys over this one thing they did that he suggested them they do. And so, there's that. So, they own this company called Sunset. What exactly the company does, they don't say. It's just that this mansion is called Sunset. They own it. Now, what these 4 do. Now, the former gang leader is just the owner of the company. They don't say exactly what he does. The former student council president is basically a rep for a shopping network known as Mermaid Products. One became a doctor, and another became a successful lawyer. And throughout the course of the episode, Conan basically uses his glasses, which I'm wondering why in the world no one spots anything. Like, why the heck is he using? Like, no one apparently noticed him looking. Like, oh, he knows there's grass in this drainage. So he runs on the steps, and of course Mori and Takagi follow him, and then he comes across footprints. And then go to this local bridge. And there's a little scratch. And yeah, they found where that's. They find out where the scratch mark came from. And we see, these guys, they found out we're the ones who did it. They suspect us. It was so obvious these two kill, like these two could have been the ones that killed him, but next round they didn't. All they did was shove off a bridge. That was it. Yeah. Oh, and the alibi the girl had, that she was in the shopping network and she basically went out for lunch. Turns out she didn't go to a restaurant. Like, she has to make a handmade lunch. And she's like, I'm a star of a network. Why make a handmade lunch? So, well, we find out that she killed the guy with her purse. And the reason? Because he wanted more money. She wanted to quit and basically cook for him. He's like, nah, you're not going to quit. You're going to make me more money. Because I guess she realized at that moment the fact that all he cares about is money. Lots and lots of money. And people giving it to him. So she killed him. And instead of, putting cuffs on her, she had the two guys who had think for her, escort her to the police car. Basically as her armed escorts. Technically, in a way, she probably will be charged with first-degree murder. The other two probably attempted murder, but yeah, I get those two being the one do, but yeah, the whole thing of her being involved with it, that came almost out of nowhere. The car I figured out that the bruise on the back of the neck was caused by her, thanks to the fact that she showed off the purse on a live stream. Yep, that is most of exactly what we got here. So, an okay episode. Next episode is really weird. It's a non-murder mystery, which means, yes, it's definitely a prequel to an actual movie. I don't know if I'm going to see the movie yet. It's a movie that features the Kaito Kid. First time it's featured in an action movie since the Blue Sapphire mystery. Yes, the one featured Saigon, which I believe was like the second to last movie that came out before it came out in 2018, I think it was. Now, the last movie I saw of the Case Closed movies was a while ago. Now, some might be thinking, okay, what was the last known episode? Oh, by the way, what was the last known movie I saw? Before I talk about the episode itself, the last one I officially watched that was an official movie for Case Closed was... I don't think it was a Scarlet Bullet. No, I actually missed that one. Last one I saw was The Fist of the Blue Sapphire. That was the last one I officially saw in 2019. I think at the time, I think that was the most recent movie released. Yes. So, I have not officially seen the last 4 that officially have come out. Well, there's one coming out really soon. And it's called, and it's coming out, like, it actually came out just yesterday. It's called $1 Million Pentagram. That's what it's called anyways. If I see it, well, that'd be interesting. And it looks like they'll look at the cast. It looks like they're including cast from the Magic Kaito series. Yeah. I'm like, that is interesting. Yeah. So, it's going to be quite interesting when I get a chance to see this movie. I'm going to find a way to watch in the last few movies that came out, but we'll find out and see. Oh, the story for the episode is that we have Conan and Sonoko going to this potter's house who is retiring. He says he's getting old. My guess is he's probably losing his eyesight. That could be my guess. I'm not really sure exactly why. So, the mystery of this one is like a broken pot. Who broke this broken pot? Like, the first person suspected is the guy of the three students. He did rig this thing to cause things to nearly break, because it happened in the episode. Turns out, nope. He may have rigged the whole thing to break, but he didn't break it. It's also suspected that the younger woman. By the way, the name of the characters in this episode are. You have Kenzo, who was the potter, who's 70. Karaoke, who was a former student. Tamako, and Mayuki. Now, Karaoke was the one who basically did the rigging up. Mayuki was taking pictures. And Tamako possibly could have one who did it, but nope. It turns out. Oh, by the way, they actually have a guy named Sakuda. Now, this also was really weird. So, he gets knocked out by Conan, and Sakuda's like, it's like sipping Conan. It's like sipping Conqueror. What the heck is going on? I'm like, Sonico, you have seen us before. Did the writer who wrote this episode forget the fact she has seen Mora get knocked out a lot throughout the whole series when she shows up? Did she forget that? Quite possibly. Also, turns the guy had a very negative reputation. Yes. So yeah, the person broke the pot was the cat. And of course, they had a cinema pot made, and the guy was very satisfied. Now, as for Deer 3, the guy basically was expelled from hitting a student. He was basically reinstated. Miroka became an art dealer, and Tamako decided to continue staying on as the guy's student. He says, I can handle one. And that's pretty much 2 episodes in that show. I'd say that the second episode is a little more interesting to watch than the first one was. Yeah. I feel as though the ending was rushed last one. Not really, no. Though I think it felt completely out of nowhere. It's like, what was up with the E? And it turns out, it became a purse. It was a purse. Okay. Fine. Whatever. But yeah, that's particularly a particular review. And there would not be a new review next week because, repeat, this one. So, it looks like possibly a Saturday for next week is going to be down to just 2 anime. And of course, the 2 anime I'm going to watch tomorrow anyways, because One Piece is also on break this week, because we have a recap episode, which I'm not going to watch that. I watched one before. I'm like, this is fine. If you want to catch up with a series for a character, but I have no need to watch these recap episodes, so there might be a review for the manga tomorrow, but not the anime. But yes, that's going to be pretty much a particular review. I thought I would have time to do more anime, but I don't have time for that, so I'm just going to do 2 comic corners. I'm going to call it a night. So please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, and do not hit that dislike button, okay? Next video was the comic corner. Bye.